So what if everything that's been delayed for you is actually divinely timed for your ultimate breakthrough? Remembering that your fate is a dance with the divine. Are you listening to that rhythm? Are you co-creating? That's what we're looking into today. So I'd like the universe to help inform us. What are we resisting? Ooh, we're resisting resistance? We got the Emperor here, the number 4 card. We're definitely in some sort of stuck energy here. There is definitely resistance against what we think we know or what we perceive as our next actions. We're going to have to get deeper into this and see what we can trust. What can we trust? What can we lean into? Very interesting. We got the Prince of Swords. He's a bit at a pause. He's not sitting, he's standing, and he represents a fresher energy, changing up and trusting our relationship to time, to divine timing, and to not knowing when things should happen. Being comfortable not knowing. The Emperor thinks he knows it all. He's already in his throne. The Page of Swords takes a step back and says, I don't have that kind of control. I have some control over what I learn and how I act and how I move in the world, but there's something else going on here, and I can lean into that. Let's look at what is an important reflection energy for us. What can we reflect upon? The Queen of Cups. There we get the emotional energies that may be connected to timing for us. There are the energies of the heart coming up, reflecting on what our heart truly desires and making sure that we're in alignment with that. And then let's look at what our actions should be. What should be our next step? We got the Two of Wands, very much a card of planning our navigation. He holds a map and also a card of adventure and journey. And I'm wondering if we're not being invited to look at all the things we want, pause in the perspective that this could be a really adventurous journey. The sky's the limit here. The world is at our fingertips. We don't always have to run to meet it. Sometimes the universe brings it to us. Wow, what a unique story here that we have going on. What unique energies. Let's get some clarifiers. This will come from the Light Seers Tarot. Let's get a clarifier for the Emperor first. The Three of Swords comes up, maybe from feeling stuck or too rigid there in that resistance, causing pain. Let's get one for the Prince of Swords, what we're leaning into, trusting. We got the Temperance card, to trust, to be patient, to know that things are going to come through for us. It is a matter of us getting a little more relaxed, not thinking that we know how everything is going to play out and releasing that, trusting the universe to bring some of that in. That's the hard part, especially when you're in these resisting energies and you're processing pain related to that. For the Queen of Cups, where we're reflecting on our heart, we're connecting and aligning with that. What else do we need to know? Ooh, we got the High Priestess here. This is a lot of feminine energy coming through. I'm getting the energy of just being. Just being. You could see that she has her eyes closed. If you look closely at the card, there are open eyes behind the eyelid. The third eye is aglow. That shows that she's in a very reflective state, connecting with energies outside of the mundane timeline of everyday life. And I think that's beautiful energy for us to reflect upon and have our goal be to immerse ourselves in those energies. Let's look at this Two of Wands for the action we can take, because I see a pause there. I see attention and I see the pursuit of adventure and new lands, but I don't see a lot of active movement. What else do we need to know? The Ten of Pentacles, it will come to us. Our fulfillment is coming to us. We are going to go meet it. We are going to seek it, but we don't have to be actively moving all the time. Pause at times with our actions and allow the universe to anchor in some of the energies of the things that we desire to happen. This is really interesting. So let's go a little deeper here. The Emperor with the Three of Swords. This is the energy of resistance if I've ever seen it. This is rooted down deep. We've got the red in the Emperor's robe. We've got the red on the heart. We've got the rooted energies. This is how we're connected to tribe, to other humans that are walking the planet, because a lot of people are resisting looking at the truth, looking at the ease with which life could progress, because we have so many stuck in the energies of greed and hoarding and enslaving the world. It's very hard to see how we could push through that. And that's where we have to look at our power on the individual level. And some of us are holding on to a little anger about that. The Emperor is connected to Aries energy, and Aries can be quite explosive. It's like we're resisting resistance. We don't want to be in resistance, but we have to acknowledge at times that we are, and we have to learn how to process our anger and pain so that we can move forward to meet the universe in the energies that we're manifesting. There's some rooted energies here that I would say we need to work on to take up some relaxation exercises to get us out of that resistance. It may be just talking to someone and bouncing ideas around with someone that might help you kind of get your mind untangled. Maybe it's crying and processing some of your emotions, because what we can trust here is that when we're meant to know, we will know. We don't have to come out sword swinging. We can, and there's times for that. There's times for that excitement. Also, very importantly, are the places of pause. In our everyday manifestation, when we're thinking about our destiny and what we want to happen, time frames that we're looking at, are we willing to pause and say, oh, hey, by the way, universe, hey, universe, does this look good to you too? Maybe there's something you know about the greater timing that I don't. Maybe there's something with me being a more youthful energy and not so rigid. Maybe there's something that, unbeknownst to me, is working in the background. And the universe is always working in my favor. When you're in alignment with natural law and cosmic law, and you're doing your healing and you're releasing resistance and you're coming into these places, the universe will answer. It might take a little time. In fact, some of the best long-term achievement of your destiny and some of the best timing has unfolded for you when you are the most patient, or when you relax into the energies and allowed things to come into balance. Sometimes when we've achieved something in our internal world, we wait for the balance to happen in the external world. It's that law of cause and effect. We remain at the cause point. We remain a student of the universe here. It's very interesting to see the energies present this way. The Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. See how we're working with the fire element a little bit differently here. Sagittarius energy, yes, it can blast off, but it's also more measured and patient than the Aries energy. And that's no judgment. It's just that's what's going to help, and that's what we can trust. For our area of reflection, it is beautiful to me how the feminine energies came in, inviting us to come into our heart space. We're being a little bit more gentle with ourselves here. In the times where we have the resistance and we think things should come through faster than they are, it's important to remember to find the way to get back to the heart space and do a little internal soul searching, a little seeking in there to see what kind of energies might be bubbling up. The heart is the best place to transform energy, and so that's what we're being invited to do here. Perhaps there is some secrets lying in your inner knowing, your intuition, and the High Priestess would like to reveal those to you, but she needs you to get in alignment with her energy first. She needs you to know that the door will open when you are ready, and when the universe is ready, and when it will result in the highest and best for you. Blaze would like to say hi. Say hi. I'm going to hold him on my lap because he's feeling a little needy right now. So it was divine timing that he gets on my lap. As we're being called to action, we're reminded that, yes, we can stay focused on where we're headed, on our plans. But as for how all the pentacles line up in the physical world, we can let the universe take care of that. Let's stay focused on our goals. The sky's the limit. Let's stay focused on seeing our destiny realized in this world. Let's keep focused on overcoming our fears and our trepidations, and let the universe align these pinnacles, put them in the spots that they need to be so that the way to our goal is paved. This is the rhythm that you're being invited to listen to. This is the way, the action you can take, which is a different kind of action than charging forward. You're releasing resistance. You're coming into trusting a different kind of energy, because here you're in it for this whole lifetime. You're in it for the long term. From a soul level perspective, there's a lot more involved. Here we have the red coming in again, but we have the red coming in not from resistance, but from the universal balance point. And you could see we have the Kabbalistic tree of life. There's a timing, there's an unfolding, there's a season to all of this. We're being asked to trust that as we keep taking steps forward. Let's get a card from the Sacred Geometry of Activations Oracle to help us understand a little bit better the type of energy that we can work with here. We got number 43, transition. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 is the number of movement, change, transition. The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives, so that we can learn to let go that resistance, let go the pain, surrender to the process, and allow the transition to occur with grace. Notice the darker colors of this, and notice how if you shift your eyes, it can appear like a spiral galaxy. Sometimes we are at the 0 point in relation to the timing and destiny. That's the point where it all comes together. But many other times our path takes us on these outer swirls of the spiral. We experience things in relation to that perspective instead of seeing it from that central point. And so we're just being asked to remember that that's part of our growth and development, that's part of understanding fate and destiny. It's part of beginning to unwind the mystery of free will, predestination, unraveling some of the beliefs that have been theorized. And what would it mean to you to embrace transition in a different way, with more ease, with more grace, with more patience? I'd like to get a card also from the Earth Warriors Oracle, because all of these things that are coming to be in this place right now, in our three-dimensional reality, where we are, where we're doing all the hard work. This is our playground. This is our teaching ground. And so I'd like a message from the Earth Warriors Oracle to help us embody this. Wow, we got another 7. We got a 34 this time. 3 plus 4 is 7. Alakoa, the spirit of the warrior. And I really love this energy. I feel that our warrior spirit and the blueprint of our soul as a warrior is important to understand here. I think there can be many different reflections of a warrior. We often think of it as the emperor, don't we? We often think of it as a stern, strong, masculine energy, but also understanding that the queens are warriors too. They just warrior in different ways. Here we are faced with an image that gives us both of those, that is holding space for the masculine, the feminine, for the human timeline, but also the divine timeline. In the hands, it almost appears as if she's holding these little scales. There are moons here representing moon phases. It's a very Libran energy that will assist us. Libra is that energy that unfolds and transforms at the most auspicious time. So sometimes in our human minds, we get to thinking we know the best timing, when really it's a co-creation and a co-agreement and a relationship with the universe, with Creator Source, the natural prime creator of the universe, and us being activated in that energy. And so the more we're able to relax, come into the heart space, be open and willing to be patient, this warrior, the spirit of the warrior, will carry us through any of the things that we feel might be blocking us on our way or holding us back. Let's close off the reading with a rune from this beautiful rune stave set here. Oh, this one popped out for us, Fehu. This is a beautiful representation of wealth and abundance. Fehu. This represents in the Norse tradition domestic cattle. This is about prosperity, having wealth and abundance, fertility, unstructured creativity. We're coming out of the rigidity of the emperor, alignment to our destinies with abundance. This is making note of that. Your destiny includes being abundant because you are in alignment. This is about our primal fire. We can work with the Aries fire. We can work with the Sagittarius fire. We can transform it in different ways. This rune even looks like an F, doesn't it? This is also a rune of hope and success, happiness, energy, and foresight. As you are feeling resistance, as you are feeling stuck, put your trust in the universe for the best timing. Take the actions, take the navigation, take the balance in the heart space, and step forward to meet the universe in these energies. Other times, it may be important to pause and let the universe come to you. There's a real balance going on this reading of action and pause, action and pause. And sometimes we're going to be reflecting, and sometimes we're going to be reestablishing where we're at. Sometimes we're going to feel resistance. We take the time to overcome that and put ourselves back into the place of the student as it comes to the universe. We don't have it all figured out. We're learning. Being the perpetual student of your own destiny is recommended here. Allowing yourself to learn as you grow and learn as you go. Creators, thank you so much. I would love to hear how this resonated with you, some of these themes. Are you feeling like you're in a transition and that you're really having to establish that inner warrior and get that inner warrior in a balance? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I really hope you've enjoyed this up-leveling series. I wish you all the best on your journey. I'll see you next time.